I thought it was a ministry thing.
Well, isn't that ministry? You just
no, all of this is personal.
Let me ask you.
It's personal.
Let me ask a question.
Okay. See, I have a savings account for the ministry and one for my personal.
Let me ask the question, okay? I referenced July 23rd, 2013, La Marcia McDonald monthly safe savings.
Yes.
And you testified that that was money from the ministry that went into a savings so you could build up cash.
Yes, that was my fault, yes.
Okay, so that is on a document that you presented as a ledger that is JMMI in the corner.
Well, let's be clear that the JMMI in the corner was produced by my office. The JMMI was something that we put on there to reference for our retrieval.
Yeah, but
Today?
this says personal.
Yesterday.
So now that I know it's personal, now I can address this more accurately. I was wrong. I have a ministry account where we save money in our ministry, but I also have a personal account that any money that comes to me, I put aside a certain amount each month.
What do you mean money that comes to you?
Well, I get a salary, and for a while, my salary was bigger, $70,000 a year, but then I cut that in half to about $30,000 to $27,000.
Well, this reference for July 23rd, 2013 that says La Marcia McDonald monthly safe savings.
Yeah, she's over some of my personal affairs and taking things out and adhering to kind of some of the things I want done with my account. So that's what that means. This is not, none of this is ministry. This is all personal.
Well, then I don't have the ministry's ledger. He's saying this is personal.
Oh, the ministry is in the back. I can see that now.
So you're saying you personally...
These first few pages are personal?
Let me ask you a question. So you're saying that this entry of safe savings that you previously identified as something for the ministry is actually your personal savings?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
And when you say when you come into money, you say you have a salary.
Well, come into money.
That's the that's what a term you use. When I come into money.
No. When I get paid a paycheck.
Okay.
You understand what that means about a paycheck? A paycheck, if I get a salary that's $70,000 a year, then I'm able to take more. What was your salary in
2013?
I don't know, because we made adjustments.
You don't know what you earned in 2013?
Not fully. I know I started cutting things in half, so I want to be accurate, but I can get all of that information for you. It's proprietary, so it's not.
I'm sorry?
I said I can get all that information for you. It's proprietary.
Proprietary? What does that have to do? What do you mean by that?
It's open.
That's not what that word means. You should know.
Well, it don't matter. You know what I mean.
No, no, I don't. That's what I'm asking you.
You do know what I mean. Because you defined it. So if you know what the sentence means, let's just move on. Let's not be children. I think that you understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't, sir.
That everything is, whatever I have, you can have. It's not a problem. About my salary.
Let's proceed with questions and answers.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if there are ministry ledgers produced or if it's just all personal.
Well, if you really... I don't think you've really had a chance to look at everything.
No, I have looked at some, but not...
I know. So I can kind of see you're a little off by this because these first few pages is personal and...
I'm sorry?
And then down here is ministry. So it's all together, but there's a part that's personal and a part that's...
can you mark that?
Ministry. So... So you see this part personal.
Do you want to see that? It's a W-2.
Players beside Martinez.
Oh. I don't know if I care. Can you identify that document that's marked as Exhibit 2?
Yes,
And what is it?
it's a W-2,
For whom?
me.
And your name is listed as what?
David Taylor,
And what year is that for?
2013,
And how much is the W-2?
$27K.
27,000 even?
Yes.
Okay, if I may have that. So is it your testimony that this W-2 that you have identified accurately lists your wages from Joshua Media Ministry?
Yes.
And that's who issued this W-2?
Who issued it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Joshua Media Ministry?
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying from this $27,000 salary, that reflects your salary?
Yes.
Yep, I think you probably have to.
Yes.
Okay. That these monthly safe savings of $3,500 plus,
Is that every month?
hold on,
No.
that those savings came from your salary?
Well, it depends on the money flow. Like if my bills are lesser or higher in each month, I have more I can save. So I don't know if you're looking at $35,000 every month. Do it say every month on
Well,
it?
if you look at what I was referring to as page 2,
Okay. One.
for 2013.
Just from July.
Okay. July 23rd, 2013, where you take out $3,567.02. And that seems like a pretty specific amount. How would that
Yes.
be arrived at?
You know, I'm because she's over that. I
Because
really
she's
don't
over
know.
that?
Yeah, she's over this part of it. I don't know. I see what's being written here, but I really need them to help answer this. You know, for
Do you
me.
have a bank statement that shows where that would have gone into?
Oh yeah, all of this.
Can you-
That's why it's.
Will you produce your bank statements that we asked pursuant to the subpoena?
Of course. That
Okay.
would be great.
Wait a second. Let's be clear. The bank statements you requested were those that reflected monies from Deborah Frazier. Are you asking for something different now?
Well, I'm not sure Mr. Taylor can explain to me if this is ministry money or his personal money. There seems to be some confusion
No,
there.
it's
He said
not.
he
This is
can't.
personal. Well, I mean, from what it looks like, but I can't fully answer because I don't have the person who handles all money.
Well, can you talk to her between now and the next
I sure
deposition to
can.
kind
I can do
of refresh
that.
your memory?
And we can answer that for you.
Okay.
I don't understand why that's.
Where's the, where are we showing? Is it the new one or- This is in microprint. I'm trying to read something. Look at that page 1 of that document we were reviewing before.
Okay.
You know, I'll just have
Which document?
all of this marked so we're clear. This is proposed deposition exhibit 3. It is part of what you handed me is the ledger,
Okay.
and page numbers 1 through 11 that go from July 1, 2013 to November 8th, 2014. And do you see what I'm referring to? It starts with beginning balance of July 1st, 2013, and it says $1,496.42. Are you looking at that same document?
What page? What you say?
The top page.
Okay. And where?
I'm just trying to identify
here?
that we're all looking
Okay.
at the same thing.
Yes, okay.
And it says $1,496.42.
Yes. Mhm.
All right, this is Joshua Ministries, isn't it?
No, this is personal.
It's personal?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is personal, and I'm sorry, I may have to take a moment. If you give me a second, this is very small print.
Yeah.
All right, look at July 15, 2013. It says
Okay.
JMMI DES : payroll, and then it lists your name, and it says $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next page on date July 31st. Let me see. There's a $5,000 line that says JMMI salary. Do you see that?
Where's that? One more time.
July 31st
Okay,
on
yeah, I see
page
that.
2.
Mm-hmm.
JMMI salary, $5,000.
Right. Mm-hmm.
August 15th.
Okay, I've got to place the same objection on the record that Mr. Jenkins placed earlier. This is clearly your client is in part conducting this deposition, and this is not appropriate.
He's
It's the
directing
same.
me, I'm going to give you an explanation. He's directing me to the micro print that is very difficult to read of the documents
He's
that you gave me
whispering
well
the
after.
questions in
excuse
your
me.
ear, and
No,
you're
he's telling me
asking the
that
questions, so
No,
I can
that's not
hear him.
accurate.
Your client-
He's showing me what line.
I can hear him.
I'll place the same objection. He's
That's fine.
directing the deposition, he's directing the questions, he's conducting the inquiry. That's your job. Now,
August 15th, 2013, the line says Joshua Media Ministry, same thing, DES, I don't know what that means, payroll, David Taylor, and it's another $5,000. Just circle it. Just circle it, I'll go through it. $5,000 for payroll.
Okay.
Now, would you acknowledge that's a payroll payment to you?
Yeah, but some of this, the way they have this factored in here, is I get housing allowance under the ministerial thing.
Under the ministerial thing, I don't know what
Yes.
that means.
Yeah. You have to study like church law, tax law, that kind of stuff. But the thing is, at one time they were just giving me the total payroll check of $5,000, I think, every semi-weekly, and I was paying out of that my all the expenses.
So you acknowledge that
Instead of it just going, instead of the
let me
ministry
ask you a
paying.
question.
Yep.
you were receiving $5,000 in salary checks, it looks like twice a month. Is that yes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And as your compensation for Joshua Media Ministries, is that accurate?
Yes.
And yet in that same year, your W-2 shows, what was it, $27,000?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you see a discrepancy between?
No.
Objection to the form of the question. He's answering the question to the best of his ability, but he's not a CPA.
I didn't finish the question.
Do you see a discrepancy? Question
I didn't
mark.
finish it. No, you interrupted me.
Okay.
I didn't finish
Finish the
my
question
sentence.
and wait for me.
Okay.
Do you believe that the W-2 is consistent with this ledger that shows you were paid $5,000 twice a month?
Objection calls for speculation. He's not an accountant. He already testified he's not the financial person. This is the JMMI way of accounting. If you have specific questions for the financial team or the CPA, then you can contact them and schedule a deposition. He's answering to the best of his ability.
Okay, he can still answer the question. This is your personal ledger. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, but I'm not.
No,
I'm not
sir.
the
I'm
one
just
who does
asking
it.
you.
Yeah.
Is it your personal ledger?
It is.
Reflecting your finances?
Yes.
That you provided pursuant to the subpoena, pursuant to this deposition and the court order?
Yes.
Okay, and you're now saying you don't, understand why it lists $5,000 twice a month?
Because I don't handle the finances.
You don't handle your own finances?
I really don't. I have people who do that for me.
So when you get a salary check, you have no idea anything about it?
I know I've set up a team that does it for me. And so some of these questions I just can't answer because of the way they have it flowing here. I can't.
So will you present Michelle Brannon for deposition so that she can answer these questions more accurately?
What do you feel?
Well, you're the lawyer. If you want to subpoena her for deposition.
I'm asking if he's willing to produce her.
What do you feel?
If you properly subpoena her and serve her with a notice.
So you're not going to produce her voluntarily?
Oh.
That's the question. You're going to produce her voluntarily so that she can answer these questions?
We can discuss this off the record.
Would you mark this, please? What are we up to? 4? Okay. That's okay. I'm going to show you it's marked as deposition exhibit number 4, which is the 990 form from the Department of Treasury for the return of an organization exempt from income tax, which your attorney presented to me today. Can you identify that? Well,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Can you identify that
990?
as the return for JMMI?
Yes.
All right, and right there. On page 11 of this tax return, can you read line 1 across, please?
Yes.
You want this?
100.
No, read what it says across the whole line.
Oh, David E. Taylor, CEO.
Okay, and then what's the next?
$40, right? Or 40, yeah, $40.
That's okay. Read what's above it, and then what?
Oh, okay. All right. Average hours per week. List any hours for related organizations below dotted line.
And what does it say below that?
40 hours or 40.
Okay. Representing or referring to 40 hours?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And what's the next block?
Position, do not check more than one box unless person is both an officer and a director trustee.
And what's listed below that?
Individual trustee or director, officer, key employee.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What I want you to do is to indicate where it's marked by an X as being applicable to you.
Okay. Yeah, so X in individual trustee or director, key employee, and highest compensated employee.
My name is Lindsay Robertson, and I serve as the Senior Legal Counsel for the Human Trafficking Institute. In this role, I'm privileged to be a part of the Institute's mission of decimating human trafficking at its source by empowering governments to form specialized investigative units to prosecute traffickers. Together with my colleagues, I co-lead our country project work abroad in Uganda and Belize, and at home in our efforts in the United States. The mission of the Institute is simple, but it is far from easy. Today, with the uncertain times we are all living in, the Institute's work is more vital than ever. At its core, human trafficking, whether it's for labor or commercial sex, is the coercive exploitation of another human being for a trafficker's profit. It is a complex crime that affects every possible demographic in every corner of the globe, including the United States. As a former state and federal human trafficking prosecutor, my experience has shown me that combating human trafficking effectively requires specialized knowledge and highly skilled justice professionals working together to achieve the same goal, holding traffickers accountable. In North Carolina, I prosecuted the first sex trafficking cases in the state and co-founded a victim service organization because there's no way to prosecute trafficking without also supporting survivors. At the Department of Justice, I learned that traffickers tailor their methods of coercion to exploit specific vulnerabilities of their victims, and that it often takes a skilled practitioner to prosecute a crime that can so easily be hidden in plain sight. The Human Trafficking Institute was founded by bringing together a team of subject matter experts, including former prosecutors, agents, victim service specialists, and researchers who work to empower the governments of other countries to build their own specialized units that allow them to stop traffickers. In order to assist those most vulnerable to trafficking, we must first empower the professionals capable of identifying and prosecuting the criminals who exploit them. We recently had the pleasure of introducing you to my colleague, Tyler Dunman, another veteran human trafficking prosecutor living and working in Uganda as special counsel to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Even during lockdown, and maybe especially during this lockdown, his work has been instrumental to the ongoing prosecution of human traffickers. Last week, he assisted prosecutors in filing trafficking charges and making arrests in 2 new cases. While the global pandemic adds a new level of difficulty to already challenging work, our team is working tirelessly to assist those who need help the most. What you should know is that whether the Institute is working in Belize or in Birmingham, in Uganda or Utah, our mission remains consistent: to equip and encourage specialized investigative units to expertly prosecute this prolific crime and hold traffickers accountable for their conduct. While we further our work in Belize by training law enforcement and assisting in the creation of a specialized unit, we are able to assist prosecutors in the United States at the same time by drafting briefs to educate federal courts to ensure the appropriate sentencing of traffickers. I'm excited today to share with you another one of the unique ways that the Human Trafficking Institute accomplishes its mission in the United States and encourages best practices around the world. Since 2017, the Institute has published an annual federal human trafficking report. This report did not previously exist and provides a unit handled by federal courts in the United States. As you'll see, this report identifies methods of coercion and types of recruitment used by traffickers to exploit victims, and also provides an expert analysis of trends in federal prosecutions over the last several years. The report highlights how human trafficking survivors are also using civil lawsuits to seek damages for the harm suffered at the hands of their traffickers. We hope that the 2019 Federal Human Trafficking Report serves as a valuable tool for those seeking to improve the ways that we combat trafficking in the United States and around the globe. By learning and sharing our work today, you are helping decimate human trafficking at its source, and we could not be more grateful for your support.
Excited to share this year's Federal Human Trafficking Report.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy fucking Thanksgiving. Had it not been for the natives, we probably wouldn't fucking be here. Okay, so let's give it a shout out to the natives today for helping the fucking white people survive the first hard winter in America. Okay, so that was Lindsay Roberson, right? You guys are probably wondering, who the fuck is that? All right, well, today, everybody, surprise, surprise. Oh, man. So in steps Lindsay Roberson, okay? Roberson. Lindsay Roberson is a specialist of human trafficking. Surprise, Noah. Surprise. We knew this would come down the pipe. We knew it. We fucking knew it. We knew this would come down the pipe. I knew it would. All the elements were clearly in place. Without a doubt. Every single element for a human trafficking ring was in place. All the elements were there. All of the identifying characteristics were there. You have the force, the fraud, coercion. You have all 3 of them. you have all of these. Hey, Mia Quacko, curly girl. So in steps Lindsay Robertson, okay? And we just got this today. It was filed 11/26, so it was filed today. Oh shit, so she fucking, me and Uncle Jake were talking today, and he's like, Rich, it's not like this lady was just sitting around like she was bored not doing anything. I'm like, fuck no, dude, she's been watching this. She probably evaluated everything that she saw, like, oh yeah, no, this is all about human trafficking. And she's fucking dead on. And the fact that she stepped in tells me a lot. Tells me a lot. Now, David's going to have to go to bat with an attorney that's a specialist in human trafficking. And he's going to try to fight this. Y'all, David's done. David's done. You have human trafficking, sex, and kids all in the same, happening in the same organization. He's done. David's not getting out of jail. When these people step into play ball, typically, they have an endless amount of money. Okay? This is a federal prosecutor. And David, look, and it doesn't mention, but wait a second. Hold on. Let me check Pacer here. Oh, it's for both of them. Oh, it's going to be for both of them. It doesn't say just David Taylor, it says Michelle Brannon too. We just haven't seen Michelle's fucking service paperwork yet. So it says notice of appearance of counsel by United States of America as to David Taylor, Michelle Brannon, Lindsay Robertson. Oh man, Michelle. No. Oh, cooked. Yeah, exactly, Noah. Like we were just talking about this. They are building the case and it's like, surprise everybody. Merry Christmas. It is. Oh, yeah. Even better. It says him and Michelle. Doesn't say just David. It says Michelle, too. Nah, because she was involved. Nah, she's going to try to play victim. But let me tell you, man, Lindsay Robertson, she ain't playing. She ain't playing. Dude, Michelle's got to deal with a woman. Michelle's got to deal with a woman now. Oh, man, and she's younger. She's, like, talented. Like, Michelle doesn't stand a chance against this woman. She should just say, I'm guilty. I'll take the charge. So if anybody's just tuning in, man, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. Let me know you're here. If you would like to call in, we're going to go for a bit. We just started at 4:00 about here. And what we're talking about is David's going to face human trafficking charges. He's going to. That is a given now, for sure. And we even have some of the survivors saying all of the elements were in play. Absolutely. We had one here last night saying, yep, every single one of those. Yep, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm rooting for it. Dude, she's going to bury this case. Good for her. Like, they actually have a human trafficking institute. My God. Right, Kim? Hey, tell your brother. Tell Josh. Let Josh know. Be like, Josh, dude, what the fuck? Like, let Josh know. This is big. You guys, we're seeing a landmark case now. A church in America that's involved in a human trafficking and forced labor operation that was right out in the fucking open like we said it was. Dude, people are... How come nobody knew about this? Well, we did, but nobody did shit about it except this community. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're looking at 25 right off the top. Bam, 25. Minimum. A minimum. Yeah, when they bring in these people, it's game over. Yeah, let Josh know, Kim. Yeah, please let Josh know. Yeah, let Josh know that the human trafficking prosecutors are now on the ball court. It just kicked this up big time. You know, Uncle Jake was saying they better get some good fucking lawyers. Oh, Jess, I think Jess. Now that the feds have a framework, like that lady, like Lindsay was saying, now that the feds have a framework for this, right? They can now prosecute it more easily at this point because I don't think they've ever had to bust a church like this. This has never happened. This has never happened before. That's why it's so fucking groundbreaking, is this has never happened before in America. You guys, Michelle and David set a new standard like fucking Ghislaine and Jeffrey. just like Ghislaine and Jeffrey did. They set a new standard with human trafficking, forced labor operation in a church. They ran it right out in the fucking open where everybody was driving by it. We all knew it was happening. No, dude, no, this is systematic, Jess. No, this is systematic. No, it's system wide. This is global. No, this is global. You got La Luz del Mundo, right? That fucking pig fuck. Look, no, this isn't. No. This ain't an isolated incident. No. No. No, this is not an isolated incident. This is not. No. And we've been saying it. There needs to be a complete fucking overhaul of the church in America, man. This shit's getting out of control. Hello. This guy was down in Mexico. They ran a church called La Luz del Mundo, the light of the world or some shit. It was him. It was this pig fuck right here. It was his dad and the grandfather. Yeah, 3 generations of pedophiles basically running this church, and they set up shop right here in America. He decided to come to America and be a pedophile, and he got off a plane one day, and they're like, nope, you can't do that here, buddy. And he never left America. He's now in jail along with his mother on federal sex trafficking and just sick shit. Him and his mom. His mom got brought up on charges too. Oh, nice, Kim. Right on. So yeah, this piece of shit. Let's see. When was the most recent? 1010. Okay, so this is pretty new. Okay. So they finally indicted him, which was good. And I'd been kind of keeping tabs on this fucker because this guy was bad. I mean, there's a documentary on HBO, and I recommend everybody watch it. Oh yeah, and this is the framework, Jess. For real, I think we're seeing the framework of it right now. We really are. Task Force for Investigating Churches. What did they just do, man? They just had to build a task force to investigate a church. Yeah, if they... let me see your transcript. Yeah, if they have all of them, I think they have all the locations. I know Marcus's was one too. Marcus Bulbus, that he had a location in Houston too, but I found out it was shut down, but could be wrong. All right, so La Luz del Mundo, like you're saying, Jess, this isn't an isolated incident. No, this is systematic. It's throughout the church and not just Catholic. It's the whole fucking community of the church, you guys. I'm telling you, Christianity, and I'm just saying in general, like religion, holy shit, look what it's doing to people. Hey, Lavelle. Hey, Lavelle. Hey. See this person right here? This is a specialist for human trafficking, and she's now on the board with the courts. She's now going to... They brought her straight down from DC. They brought her down from DC, man. This is a heavy hitter right here. Just giving it, this is it's a court update because now we have a new prosecutor. Not only do we have the one for forced labor and money laundering, but now we have one for human trafficking. Fucking trifecta. David's like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking hit them all. I might as well. Fuck, let me just go ahead and get forced labor, human trafficking, and money laundering. Hey, Michelle, you want to help me? Michelle's like, yeah, let's do it, David. Let's do it, sir. Let's fucking launder all this money. I have the greatest ideas to do this. Trust me, all I know is how to scam people. I'll run all the scams. You do all the profiting, and I'll work all the money around. Now look where they're fucking at. Dealing with federal prosecutors. The Mormon Church, I know they human traffic. I know that for a fact. David better not jump his simple butt on the stand with that. Oh yeah. Lavelle. I don't know if they've charged him yet. They're just bringing the counselor on. Okay. But that's huge. No, it's not just FLDS. It's Mormon, FLDS. Catholicism, Christianity, fucking Judaism. They're all doing it. I don't take sides with any of this. If one's doing it, guess what? They're all fucking doing it. Let me tell you something. You don't think fucking Muslims do it? Shit. Well, they're fucking trafficking too. You don't think they're trafficking within their church? Pfft, fuck out of here. You don't think they're having arranged marriage with child brides in America here? Yeah. 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 Don't think for 1 second they're not, okay? I don't take sides in this. If there's sick fucks in the church, they're doing sick shit. All right. That's the psychology of the human mind. If they're sick fucks, they're going to do sick shit given the power. Okay. Yeah. Scientology has ships for it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Scientology has ships for it. Exactly. Fucking, what was it? .org. What was it? Flagship. Yeah. Flagship organization. Mm-hmm. That was the mask of their human trafficking operation, Flagship. They're like, hey, we're gonna call it Flagship, but you know what? We're actually fucking trafficking little children in and out of the cult. So yeah, but Kid Frost, I don't know if they've charged him. But the fact that they did bring on this counselor is pretty big, dude. And we've been saying it. Hey, had a banana. Cheers. David's fucking gonna have to answer to some human trafficking specialists now. What's the new cult in China? Even China's like, y'all doing too much. They dock in Puget Sound all the time. Oh, really? The free winds or the trade winds? Is that what it's called? The free winds? Trade winds, free winds or some shit? Like that boat, like, get fucking cancer on it, man. You don't want to be anywhere near that fucking boat. It's nasty. It's got blue asbestos on it. And it's highly toxic. You get like mesothelioma and shit like that. Uncle Jake was telling me about it. It's really bad for you. It's like getting razor blades inside your lung is what he said. That the United States isn't going to pay that woman's salary to take this case if they didn't intend on charging him. That's exactly. And you know who's going to end up paying the case is David. He's going to pay all the lawyers. No, typically, I think in this case, David would pay everybody. He would pay both lawyers. He's going to pay the federal prosecutors. He's going to pay the court costs, all the fees. Like, they're going to go after him, man. They're going to hit him, dude. And I don't think he's going to stand a chance, man. I really don't. Because also, remember how I told you guys that David's taking like videos down from the internet? Oh, he is. He is. They're not. He's not. But his cult is, and they are scrubbing the shit out of the channel. There's content there it was gold content, and it's gone now. Because they know. They know. And I'm still waiting to hear back on a FOIA request, too, from the county in Livingston, from where the jails are. Seeing if I can get phone calls. If I can, I can. If not, they'll either say yes or no, but they have to respond by law. And they could say no because the case is still pending. Like, no, the case is still pending. And there's transcripts in there that we can't let you see. But they could be also like, yes, which phone calls do you want? Well, all of them. I mean, every single one you guys have. And you know, Noah, like, we've always talked about the whole human trafficking dynamic, right? We always looked at it from the outside perspective. What better way to run an operation like this, man? Right, Jay? He is. He's cooked like fucking fried chicken, man. He ain't getting out. Yeah, I'm loving this. I truly am, because you guys, we looked at this. I'm waiting for that gun. Church that bought up a bunch of land. I can't remember where he got busted. They said no to the arrest body cam. Yeah, I figured they would. Yeah, that's a bummer, Uncle Jake. Fuck. Maybe we'll get lucky with the phone calls, you know? But they could say, no, sorry. Investigation's still going. Yeah, they probably won't release those for a while, huh, Uncle Jake? God, that would be golden, man. God, to see him get fucking arrested. Oh, my God. I'd be like... That's what I'd do. I'm pretty glad. Okay, look. This This is when David did the big ribbon cutting for his fake ass college
for him to trust you.
down in Houston.
You didn't happen in real time. We do the ribbon cutting. I want to show the.
Look, this is pretty much the entirety of his whole cult operation right here. There's some people missing, like all the children in the hotel here. But, hey, what's up, DC Zone? What up, what up, what up? Blood in, blood out. So DC Zone. Make a boy. Lindsay Robertson. In steps another prosecutor. David's on the trifecta right now with these prosecutors. You have a human trafficking specialist now. That this is what we're talking about today. Yeah. Oh, it's being preserved as evidence. Absolutely. Yeah. None of this will be released until after the trial for sure. Probably even the phone calls, but it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Hey, thank you for the seed, man. Marketing slide. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for the seed. Appreciate you. Thank you for the seed. Marketing slime. All right. David E. Taylor facing human trafficking charges. Seeds. Seed time. Seed time. David's, I get no more seeds. I just get them from Bubba, okay? So yeah, where are we at here? DC. So yeah. Oh, it's federal evidence, huh? Fuck, it's federal evidence. Yeah, so I have to go through federal channels, huh, Uncle Jake? Fuckers. Oh yeah. Yeah, when it comes to trafficking, man, like the forced labor, like David was still going to serve time, but kick it up to trafficking, fuck, he ain't getting out for shit for sure. Without a doubt. And he even has the text messages, right? Because we know, look right here. Right there, bam, they were being denied food, water, and sleep. Okay, there's one fucking thing of human trafficking. Disconnected from family or friends. Yeah, we talked about that. Change of behavior. Yes. Disoriented or confused. Signs of mental or physical abuse. Yes. Timid or abusive. Yes. Submissive. Coach on what to say. Living in an unsuitable. I don't know about this one. I don't think that was happening there. I mean, if it was, they're definitely fucked. And if there's any evidence, they're definitely fucked. But this one, they just fucking better pray to God they weren't doing anything. But even then, any type of commercial act for a minor, you're not allowed to fucking do it unless they have like the right work permit. Okay, there's certain ways around it. Hey, what up, Josh Wilcox? What up, brother? Hey, Josh. So you know how we always talked about human trafficking? Well, prosecutors now on the case, bro. It's going to get kicked up to human trafficking. All the elements were clearly in play, without a doubt. You had multiple locations. You had multiple people carrying out multiple tasks. There's he ain't getting out. He's done, and it's for both him and Michelle too. This prosecutor is being applied to both cases. Yep. Right. Right, Josh? Good, dude. It's good. Yep. Charges added. Yeah. Yep. These like fucking human trafficking, like... Dude, and the government's starting to kick down on that shit because it's so much more lucrative and it's worth so much more money. And yeah, more charges are going to get added. Yep, he'll be in Florence. Yeah, he's going to play with the big boys now. Human trafficking, man, it's federal charges. Federal charges, man. There is no fucking misdemeanor charges for that. I thought Sarah Cohen was the lead prosecutor, not Lindsay. Because you have Lindsay and Adriana, and then this one just got brought on. I know, and he's fucking swallowing that pill now, Josh. Oh yeah, the same lady. Okay, yeah, Sarah Cohen. Yeah, she's still going to remain the same lead. She just got added to the team. It's like, hey, we're going to go ahead. We have a forced labor specialist. Now we have a money laundering specialist, and then now we have human trafficking specialist. David's maybe when David gets out, I was in jail with El Chapo. Him and El Chapo can shoot kites to each other. It is. There's zero mitigating factors. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have a criminal case, but for the last 30 years, Mr. Taylor, you've been doing this. You've been hiding behind your church. So, yeah, there's really no mitigating factors here. Yeah, it's all bad. And it's because of shit like this right here. The fact that David broadcast the entirety of his crimes on the internet, which was why it was so easy to track him. He wasn't clandestine about his shit whatsoever. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to do it right on the internet for everybody to see. Like, he literally ran his racket. He put all his people up on the internet for everybody to see, made them do all the dirty work, moved them around like little fucking chess pawns. He had his little group of concubines. Jenny got one back here. I mean, everybody served him in a different way. Yeah, he'll be trying to say, I'm supposed to write letters. But David can only have contact with a certain list. No, Chris Com is like security and shit. Yeah. Not law enforcement. He's security. Yeah. And not only that, Lavelle, like there's text messages to back all that up. There's text messages. Oh, and that's the thing. David will have his most loyal followers, most likely the women, and it'll turn into like a real Charlie Manson style situation, Kim. So, yeah, this was a big one for David. Like, he blew it here. I remember this. He had these guys going all fucking night doing these testimonies, man. I remember going to sleep and waking up and they were still fucking talking. That's good. Fucking hope his ass just fucking stay there. No, I know. I was just saying him and El Chapo could shoot kites. That's good. You want fucking anti-corrupt fucking people in the ADX, you know? You do. You don't want fucking people that are soft in there. You want people that are be like, no, fuck you, dude. No, fuck you. You're here because you fucked up. Enjoy it. Enjoy the free ride. So yeah, this is David's entire cult right here. Most of these people, I do believe, are here still. Are in the cult still. And they ate after midnight that night too. Yeah, way fucking late. They ate so goddamn late. Yeah, cold lobster, roast beef, and yellow broccoli. So yeah, here's David's whole cult right here. She's mentioned in the court, Kirsten. She's mentioned. She's brought up in the court case. Joseph's going to be brought up too. Yeah, I'm probably like on the high end too. I would think. Jess, probably even I'd probably think in the low sixes. There's Debbie Frazier right there. Seafood is super sketchy when it comes to foodborne illnesses like lethal stuff. Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah, it is. No, this live was like 16 hours. No, it's longer than that. It went on 10 hours, and then they still had people go on after this 10-hour bit. Yeah, that broccoli was fucking happy. It wasn't steamed. It was cooked. Yeah, I don't know how many of these people are still here. But again, this is what will also kick it up to human trafficking. It's these. Because David was moving these people around. for his benefit, for the financial benefit of himself, not paying them. Let's watch for a minute.
I only hear the faint. Okay, so do it one more time. Let me see, can I hear it from my place here? I want to be a part of it too, guys. Come on.
Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You got to point
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Okay. So anyway, we'll move forward. Let's just go forward. Okay, so this is the thing. We're going to do a countdown. Countdown from 5 to 1. And when we go to 1, we're going to do a great shout. We're going to do a great praise. That's why I hope this is coming out on audio real good. I just want to make sure. But we're going to do a great shout, and the confetti guns will pop off. Okay? And not only that,
watch how gaudy this shit is, man. It's funny.
Fireworks will start. The world come here to learn of the things of God and to send their children, and they can come themselves. And the bigger we get with this, we will provide more spaces for more people. And I'm so happy. He says, freely you receive, freely give. And I'm happy to be given this. I'm happy to be giving back to what God has called us to do, to, like I say, to fulfill the great commitment. Look at that shot. Isn't that beautiful? God, y'all are so beautiful tonight, all of you. And this is just such a dream come true for me, even though I'm not there with you. This is so beautiful to see in real time. And Damien, I'm so happy you're enjoying this with me. Bishop Scott, I'm happy you here with us. This is so amazing. And Pastor Stephen Ashley, I want y'all to get on the stage with Bishop Scott. And we're going to all do this celebration together, this ribbon cut.
Right, Curly Girl? That time that Joseph couldn't break the bottle on the fucking building.
Together. And like the prophet said, once this happened in real time, we cut the ribbon, that's when you are to sow your seed. That's when you are to be a blessing to this. Amen. Hallelujah. Look at those big giant scissors. Kia, they're almost bigger than you. The Kia says something. They're almost bigger than you.
Many times.
What do you think, Joe?
Yes, sir. I think you get a few of them with this one.
I can't hear him. Turn his mic up.
Yes, sir, Apostle. You could definitely cut a few ties with this pair of scissors, sir.
Joseph, you had a look of terror on your mouth.
Just one swipe.
That is so funny. Bishop Scott, what do you think about this? We're about to do this cutting, this ribbon cutting.
Oh, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. Let me say this, Apostle, before they cut that ribbon, because the Spirit of the Lord, through a prophet, George Dawson, myself, yourself, that as instantaneously as they cut that ribbon, they must sow that seed. But I heard God speak to me as you were speaking.
Yeah, he's the Cardinals' cuck. He is, Josh. Joseph is the Cardinals' cuck. You're damn right. He is. He's a fucking cuck, dude. And Joseph is going to get hemmed up, Joshua. Hey, man. Joseph, y'all went into fucking hiding. You guys do realize that, right? Joseph's little bitch ass went into fucking hiding. Hey, Frank Bordney. Joseph went into hiding. Joseph went into fucking hiding. He had to. Because he knows he was the person that the prosecutor said some of the people here in court are have assaulted other people in the organization. They're sitting here today. So anybody's just tuning in, if you're just dropping in, Javi, Miyakwako, we have another prosecutor got added. And this one specializes in human trafficking. So it's about to get a lot more interesting now. And they don't bring these people on for no reason, especially when they're from Washington, D.C. It's like, hey, Lindsay, you want to come on down and check this case out? No, she's known about this. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's nice little prosecutor buffet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice little prosecutor buffet. Yeah, David better hire a couple more prosecutors, but even then, look what Jake brought up a good point earlier. We were texting, he's like, anytime you have kids, trafficking, and any type of sex just involved in the general vicinity, it's a done deal. It's a problem. He's right. You don't fuck around with kids in situations like this. You don't even subject them to this type of situation. You don't. And that is what's going to piss off the jury, is that David was actually doing this and subjecting the children to this behavior. Not only that, but like David wasn't nice to his people. Very mean.
Speaking, he
Keeping
said
them up late.
to blow up Zelle, to blow up Cash App, they got to do it immediately within 5 minutes. He said after that ribbon is cut 5, the number of grace, he said within 5 minutes they must have that seed in the ground. They must sow that seed by Zelle, by Cash App, by the avenues, and put that up on the screen. Because he said if they blow Zelle up, if they blow Cash App up, I'm going to blow their mind with miracles. I'm going to blow their minds with breakthrough. I'm going to give them.
Yep, separating kids from parents in other states, that's going to be a problem too. That's going to be a big, big problem for him. Absolutely. That's going to be a huge problem because the kids were a distraction for the parents not working. That's going to be his excuse. That's his excuse, is the kids were a distraction. Yep. Oh, I can't have the kids next to the parents because, that's just a distraction. We can't have parents taking care of their kids. Hey, Danielle, about to bug enough. What up? How you doing today, man?
Well, if it's in me, it's in you. There are times when I look at people and I see nothing worth liking.
Sorry. That's one of my favorites. Well, if it's in me, it's in you. There are times when I look at people and I see nothing worth liking. Didn't do anything to the fact that those children had it. Yeah, exactly. It is. And that's the thing. Psychological trauma is just as bad. And that's the thing. Before, police never thought about psychological trauma, and probably till about 30, 40 years ago. They're like, hey, you know what? Psychological trauma is a real thing. When this shit happens, there's still like lingering effects for the survivors of these types of situations, and they're fucking dead on. These kids, they're going to have to deprogram from this too. Yep. The judge stacks the current charges. David's looking at 200 years. And he could. It's up to the judge whether he wants to stack the charges or not. I'd be like, let's go ahead and run them back to back. He's the porcelain prophet. He's a porcelain prophet. It is. It's PTSD, and it absolutely does create PTSD. Curly girl, we've talked about that. Yep. It absolutely does create forms of PTSD, and probably some of the most severe. Well, I personally think the forms of PTSD it creates is worse than like battlefield trauma, man. I don't say it's like worse, but I mean, battlefield trauma is pretty bad, but I mean, think of this on a spiritual level, man. Fuck. It's fucked up. Yep. And David, he could be put at a highest threat level as a 5. And if he gets trafficking, they probably will put him as a level 5. No, you were trafficking, dude. You're trafficking, and that's a violent crime. Ooh, pumpkin pie sounds good. Bishop Bidet. He's the bidet bishop. So yeah, it's gonna start getting real interesting, man. Was this when Ashley had the baby bumper?
Mostly he's working with Apostle to really train up people to reap this end time harvest. I mean, this is something that has never been seen before, ever in history, and on such a mass scale too, as you know, thousands of people are calling into the call center and just sharing testimonies of Jesus appearing to them face to face. And it's just so amazing to be here to celebrate together. This is the beginning of
Ashley looked burnt out here. Yeah, I hope David's fucking Thanksgiving turkey is fucking cold, dry, and without gravy. And he just gets like a scoop of fucking shitty mashed potatoes. No gravy on none of it. It's just fucking dry. Like, why should he get anything fucking special with all these done? What the fuck? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, they're gonna throw this guy in prison and give him a fucking Thanksgiving dinner. Be like, hey, here's a Thanksgiving dinner and welcome to prison. Like, what makes him special? Seriously, what makes him so fucking special that he should be able to go to prison and they'd be like, hey, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, nah, yeah. David ran her through the ringer.
And immediately I was like, okay, I
know who this is right here. I can't say his name though, apparently. I'll get in trouble apparently because it's doxing. Said identifying information. Yeah, man, all these people were there. I know that guy. That guy actually came out from the fucking to the gate when I first went up there the very first time. And then Tony, he's right here. Yeah, exactly. They should fucking make him starve for a little bit. Right? It's like they put you in prison not to fucking cater to you. Like, oh, hey, let's go and give him Thanksgiving dinner now. He just got here. Yeah, once you go to a Fed level, the game's going to change immediately. Yeah. It won't be fucking Thanksgiving dinner and shit anymore. No, now you're incarcerated. Right, Jess? Once you're at the Fed level, yeah. Yeah, now it's game over. Hey, what up, Extreme 50? Anybody who's tuned in, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go check out Uncle Jake's channel too. He's been uploading. I got to go watch your new video, Uncle Jake. I haven't watched it yet. But to the 3% who said no, that's cool because they don't bring these people on for no reason, like these trafficking specialists, okay? They're not going to waste the money to send them down there to go fight this case if they don't see something. No, they couldn't. No, they weren't allowed to have sex. No, they weren't allowed to. If David found out you were having sex with his women, oh, he went off the fucking deep end. No, men weren't allowed to have sex in this organization. Men weren't allowed to have sex. Nope. If David found out, no. I spoke to multiple survivors about that. They're like, yeah, we couldn't touch any of the women. And if we talked to the women in a certain way, they'd go fucking snitch on us. They would. Like, all the women would snitch on the dudes if the guy started talking to him in a certain way. Some of them were, but no, if David found out, no, David would kick him out. Yeah. Well, David treated certain women a certain way. David would treat certain women a certain way, like Michelle's daughter, like the real pretty women. He would treat them with a fucking golden spoon. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I've spoke to multiple survivors who said, yes, absolutely. He psychologically castrated males. Yes. That is, yes, psychologically, without even touching them, he psychologically castrated them and turned them, like, it's fucked up. It is. It's very sad. And the guys in there need to realize that David didn't want you having any relationships because he's a fucking piece of shit. And for him to get mad at you guys for following your most basic instinct, which is to appropriate, right? To make children, right? That most basic fucking, right? You see a nice lady, you're like, man, she's nice looking, right? Guys, in the cult, I'm talking to you. I mean, what, don't you guys want to get out and like have a family and maybe settle down and marry a nice lady? You guys just all in there, all fucking desexed and emasculated? That's fucked up. Yeah, you guys are all married to David. What are you guys married to at this point? You're just gonna fucking go around living in this cult, jump from place to place, dudes. Get out, find a nice Christian lady that's got good morals to settle the fuck down. All right. There's still time for some of you young men in there. Yeah, most cults, all cults. I'm gonna say all cults do that. When there's men and women, there's certain factors where they break, where there comes to masculinity or femininity. Yeah, and you guys, men in that cult, David wasted your life and he cares nothing for you. And he's going to get brought up on human trafficking charges, I guarantee it, because all the elements were in play there, you guys. No, he never preached about lust because he's a fucking pig. Because David's a pig. That's why he never preached about lust, because he was himself a lustful fucking sloth. Yeah. If David found out that you had a relationship in the cult, oh, you'd get kicked the fuck out. He didn't like it. I think so. I think in Catherine, it's very, very much the same. Absolutely. Yep. I think so. I 100% think so, Leanne. Every sunset, we sit and play guitar and have a smoke. Hey, I'm down with that, Uncle Jake. I'm down with that. I'd join your cult. I'd go sit on the beach at sunset and smoke one with a guitar. We could bring Starlink and Max and the dogs and just chill there and have a nice big Bernie McBurn. Exactly. And not only that, but I've been finding out that even like there's men in this cult who have fucking like talked down to their own women in front of people in the cult. Like real shitty. He did. He made it a point. Hey, Matt Moore, how you doing, man? So we have a new prosecutor on the team, and she specializes in human trafficking. Pretty big. Pretty big. And we're talking about all the elements were definitely in play there. All the elements were definitely for sure in play. Yeah, beer for Pastor Matt. He likes whiskey. Matt will drink some whiskey with you. He won't get lit up, but he'll have a shot with you. So, yep. Yep. It is. It's very it is. It's very telling when they bring people like this in, man. And let me bring her up again so people haven't seen her. Let me just play her again. That way people can see what David's up against.
My name is Lindsay Robertson, and I serve as the Senior Legal Counsel for the Human Trafficking Institute. In this role, I'm privileged to be a part of the Institute's mission of decimating human trafficking at its source by empowering governments to form specialized investigative units to prosecute traffickers. Together with my colleagues, I co-lead our country project work abroad in Uganda and Belize, and at home in our efforts in the United States. The mission of the Institute is simple, but it is far from easy. Today, with the uncertain times we are all living in, the Institute's work is more vital than ever. At its core, human trafficking, whether it's for labor or commercial sex, is the coercive exploitation of another human being for a trafficker's profit. It is a complex crime that affects every possible demographic in every corner of the globe, including the United States. As a former state and federal human trafficking prosecutor, my experience has shown me that combating human trafficking effectively requires specialized knowledge and highly skilled justice professionals working together to achieve the same goal, holding traffickers accountable. In North Carolina, I prosecuted the first sex trafficking cases in the state and co-founded a victim service organization because there's no way to prosecute trafficking without also supporting survivors. At the Department of Justice, I learned that traffickers tailor their methods of coercion to exploit specific vulnerabilities of their victims, and that it often takes a skilled practitioner to prosecute a crime that can so easily be hidden in plain sight. The Human Trafficking Institute was founded by bringing together a team of subject matter experts, including former prosecutors, agents, victim service specialists, and researchers who work to empower the governments of other countries to build their own specialized units that allow them to stop traffickers. In order to assist those most vulnerable to trafficking, we must first empower the professionals capable of identifying and prosecuting the criminals who exploit them. We recently had the pleasure of introducing you to my colleague, Tyler Dunman, another veteran human trafficking prosecutor living and working in Uganda as special counsel to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Even during lockdown, and maybe especially during this lockdown, his work has been instrumental to the ongoing prosecution of human traffickers. Last week, he assisted prosecutors in filing trafficking charges and making arrests in 2 new cases. While the global pandemic adds a new level of difficulty to already challenging work, our team is working tirelessly to assist those who need help the most. What you should know is that whether the Institute is working in Belize or in Birmingham, in Uganda or Utah, our mission remains consistent: to equip and encourage specialized investigative units to expertly prosecute this prolific crime and hold traffickers accountable for their conduct. While we further our work in Belize by training law enforcement and assisting in the creation of a specialized unit, we are able to assist prosecutors in the United States at the same time by drafting briefs to educate federal courts to ensure the appropriate sentencing of traffickers. I'm excited today to share with you another one of the unique ways that the Human Trafficking Institute accomplishes its mission in the United States and encourages best practices around the world. Since 2017, the Institute has published an annual federal human trafficking report. This report did not previously exist and provides a unique resource to practitioners and the public alike by presenting an in-depth analysis of every criminal and civil human trafficking case handled by federal courts in the United States. As you'll see, this report identifies methods of coercion and types of recruitment used by traffickers to exploit victims, and also provides an expert analysis of trends in federal prosecutions over the last several years. The report highlights how human trafficking survivors are also using civil lawsuits to seek damages for the harm suffered at the hands of their traffickers. We hope that the 2019 Federal Human Trafficking Report serves as a valuable tool for those seeking to improve the ways that we combat trafficking in the United States and around the globe. By learning and sharing our work today, you are helping decimate human trafficking at its source, and we could not be more grateful for your support.
I think it's pretty safe to say that David's fucked. Pretty safe to say David's fucked at this point. He ain't got nothing at this point. This woman's gonna fucking fry him. This woman's gonna absolutely just fucking destroy David. So that's her. That's who's taking on the case now at this point. And it's really safe to say that David's fucked, man.
Of ministry. But stay tuned for the worship, and we will see you tomorrow night as well. And so have a great night.
And when we get back to the scrubbing of videos, yep, that's a wrap. They are, you guys. They are scrubbing a fuck ton of their videos, man. They're scrubbing so. They're trying to make it look legit now. After the fact. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, she just added to the team. They just like, hey, go ahead and why don't you come on over here and hang with us for a bit. Come play on our team for a while. Come join our team. Dude, there's 3 women fucking prosecuting him. I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. And it's like most of these women are probably younger than him, smarter, more educated. Yep. Oh man, but this is like a powerhouse, man. No, but we can. Let's take a peek.
To get out of the hardship. We're looking for ways to get out of it, and we don't realize that God is allowing it so he can He can fashion us. He can shape us. He can position us. He can strengthen us.
Kathleen looks burnt. She looks burnt out. She looks spent, man. Yeah. Yeah, David could probably have 10 lawyers right now against these 3 women, and they're still not going to win. Look at all David's rags back here. Look at this. Like, look. Look. Oh, she aged fast. Oh, this is going to age all of them fast, and it's very sad. They all need it. Just, Kathleen, y'all get out. Just leave. What's left? I don't think they really are grasping the magnitude of what's taking place. I know, public defender brushes her hair with a garden rake. The landscaping rake, Uncle Jake. No, they're like David's. Okay, so right there, like I have one myself, actually. I have one myself. Yeah, either way, David isn't going to come out of this, you guys. Let's watch this for a minute. Let's see what they did. I haven't been watching their service.
He can cause us to be able to withstand. And when we have done all, we stand. We don't run. We don't turn around and go the other way. We keep going forward because the prize is in front of us. The purpose fulfilled is in front of us, not behind us. Gosh, I wish there was some more excited folks. Where's a water? Does anybody have a water gun? Just
shut the fuck up, Kathleen.
And just see if you're awake out there. I don't know. It's hard to see. The lights are a little dim. But I'm telling you that it is important for us not to forget the purpose that God has predestined us to fulfill. And when you go through hard times, when things seem like they're challenging, when things are hard on you and on me, a lot of times we just kind of sink back and get out of the face of the issue, get out of the fight, get out of the challenge, if you will. But that's not how we break through. That's not how we grow. That's not how we overcome. The overcoming comes through keep on pressing, keep on going, keep on moving, and knowing that God works all things out for the good of them who love him, right? And they're called according to his purpose. So we have to remember that when God allows us to go through a thing, it is only to get us to where he's really purposed us to be. Amen. So today we're going to read out of Ephesians 3 and 4. And I really want you to understand that Paul was writing 3 from prison, 4 from prison. You know, it's important for us to understand that God doesn't, put us in situations for us to go to man and women to get out of the situation. Although we have the opportunity and the means to help, people are not our source. God is our source. God is our source. And if we forget that, we will end up falling short of our purpose.
She looks burnt the fuck out. Holy shit. Man, she looks rough. Yikes.
You see, Joseph didn't get where he was going until he finished the process.
She's trying to take Michelle's spot, basically.
We get into the purpose. We don't just get told. I loved it. I heard somebody saying something the other day, and they were saying something like about, back in the day when we had commercials and they would all just be, like Coca-Cola, and it was just like, oh, everybody drink a Coke and a smile. Like you drink that Coke and you're just immediately going to smile. but you aren't going to smile if it's warm and you expected it to be warm, or cold, and you're not going to smile at certain things. And so they said, the Gerber baby, they just saw that little chubby baby on all the food and boxes and everything, just
5
a
minutes?
happy
Okay.
little chubby baby. But they said when that baby was born, it was not smiling.
49.
It was crying. It was pooping. It was puking. It was spitting up. It was. What if he didn't bring that day? Fish. What if he didn't bring those? Just one day. What if he didn't bring that day? You see, many people are looking to see, my purpose has to be this grand, huge thing. And sometimes it's just in that really little thing that does something grand. But we're bypassing that little act of obedience because we think it has to be this grandstand. We want everybody to see us doing something. And oftentimes it's that one little thing you did that nobody saw that made a difference. That preserved a generation, that preserved people. They didn't see the work that Esther was doing behind the scenes. And I'm asking us today, what work are we doing behind the scenes when we want to walk out as Esther? We want to be arm in arm with the king. But what's the motive behind it? Because you can't walk with a king.
And she's not taking care of herself either, curly girl. Completely let herself go, man. Kathleen used to be beautiful, man. Young and beautiful. But she went to David and just... Very sad.
Only to just be a princess or to be a queen.
Yep. Her and Michelle are sister wives. Yes. Her and Michelle are their sister wives. But now Michelle's gone and David's gone. She's all, now I'm just a sister wife without a man. Yeah, she just totally let herself go. And curly girl, she used to be smoking, dude. She used to be a fucking dime piece, man. She was fucking hot. She was. Like, she was banging back in the day. Kathleen was fucking hot before she fell into David's cult. I've seen pictures of her in the past. Absolutely gorgeous, dude. Noah Winslow, we're working on that right now, bro. Already submitted a FOIA request. Uncle Jake did the body cameras, but they have to be requested at a federal level. I don't know how it's going to work. But no, we're all working on that, man. No. And if they say no, they say no. Because the case still is ongoing. And if there's jail phone calls that can't be released, like David incriminating himself, like there's no way they would let us have that without them putting it into evidence first. There's no fucking way. They'd be like, yeah, you don't give them that shit. No fucking way. Any phone calls that come in or out of the jail to that guy, done. Hey, Maya Sullivan. Hey. No, he can only talk to us. I think he can talk to like 20 people. That's it. They limit to who you can talk to. David doesn't get free reign just because he's in jail. He might get Thanksgiving dinner, but he's not getting free reign. Nope.
If you're going to walk with a king as a queen, you need to know what a queen does. It doesn't just stand next to a king. There's a purpose behind a queen. But if you're not willing to find out what that purpose is of a queen, why should you get to stand next to the king? Why should the king choose you?
I don't know if he's allowed to talk to the cult members or not. It'll probably be a select few, unless because I know Michelle's not allowed to have any conversations with any of the cult members. But for David, it might be different. Oh man. Okay. There's something I missed in the Damn, that's fucking raw. That's raw, dude. Yeah. laid it out, fucking gave it to him. Yep. I don't think I don't know who David can if the judge said this is who you can have contact with, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure David's list is going to be very short of who he contacts. Michelle, Joseph, his son, Kia. I don't know. I don't know who else David would contact. Oh, that's the thing. No, fuck no. Where's George Scott at? Where's Joseph at? Fucking backing David up. You don't see them out here on the fucking camera being like, we got to help. Nope. They fucking ran. They're out. They're like, deuces, we're out of here. See ya. Later. Hey, Soups, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? So, yeah. Got a new prosecutor. Well, just add it to the team. We got a new prosecutor added to the team. They just go ahead and tacked her onto the end, said, hey, can you come help us? She's like, sure, no problem. What you guys need some help with? Got your back here. Not a problem. Yeah, it's like the book of exorcism, right? Is that what it is, Uncle Jake? The king, like that version? Yeah. Nice. Cooking. Nice. Yeah, I'll be cooking tomorrow too. But we're kind of talking just about how everything is going to get kicked up here. Like David's, like more charges are going to get added with David. If they, yeah, we're live. I know nobody ever gets my notifications. Fucked up, right, Freeman? Nobody ever gets my notifications. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, man. You too. You too, man. I think Joseph's already hiding. He fucking went underground already. He's like, uh-oh. He's like, I'm going to get in trouble. He's like, I better go. I could see Joseph bailing out like a little bitch. He's like, I'm out of here. Joseph is just going to go hide in like some fucking shack in the woods somewhere. Oh, man. That's what Joseph's going to do. Yeah, Joseph's in the back of the convoy. Joseph's hiding in the back of the convoy. Yeah, he could be. But he's also hiding though too, Leanne. He hasn't ever since the charges came out, like Joseph's a fucking ghost. Joseph's a ghost. See, anybody's just coming in. Cult members, survivors, you guys. Cult members from David's cult. Guess what? The prosecutor that just got added. You know what she specializes in? Human trafficking. She specializes in human trafficking. And she's got added to the case. And it's probably going to be David's worst fucking nightmare from this point on. Oh, yeah, there's more charges coming. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, this is very serious. Oh, it's very serious. Yeah, when these people start getting added to the case, yeah. Mm-hmm. When these people start getting added to the case, it's getting serious. Yeah, it's long overdue, and that's the thing. I personally knew trafficking was gonna be, and I just had that fucking feeling because everything was in play. All the elements were in play. Every single one of these was in play. 6, 8, 10, 13. There are 13 criteria. Maybe not so much the kids. Yeah, Soups, absolutely. Like the photos and videos, it depends on what they find there too. If it's all adults and there's no kids, okay, yeah, he could get away with that. But if there's one kid on there, he's fucked. Freeman, you know what though, bro? You know what though, Big Doug? Dude, we didn't really start looking at the trafficking dynamic until the fucking hotel, dude. When they bought the hotel. Yep. The government might not be offering a deal in this either. And we haven't heard them pitch a deal. Hey, take the plea or fucking, but I don't think they are. I think the government's like, no deal on the table. We're taking this all the way to the fucking trial. He wants to go. Let's go. Soups, it wouldn't surprise me. Soups, my gut tells me there could be. I just don't want to believe it. Until it's been put on the bench, then we won't know about it. But if there's any photos of that nature, he's done. He's done. That is a zero tolerance law. You don't do that. That's a true fucking game over. Like do not pass go, do not collect $200 type thing. And we did. When the hotel came into play, man, when that place came up, yep. Yeah, he's going to run out of money real fast, I believe. Yeah. I agree. He's going to run out of money real fast. The hotel was the dead giveaway. This was the dead giveaway here. Because this is when he started moving people around for commercial reasons, right? No, you can't. Nope. It's called unsolicited porn. That's what it's called, Daniel. Yeah. It's called unsolicited pornography. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then he for sure isn't getting out of jail. For sure. That makes him an immediate danger. Yeah, and his lawyer might be like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm not defending you after this. Sorry, can't do it. And Soups, I hope for David's fucking sake it's not, but if you're telling me there is, I believe you. I believe you, and it has yet to be discovered. And the day they do discover it, David's fucked, and they're just going to kick up charges. But the thing is lawyers can choose not to represent you. Yeah, so David, okay, so check this out, Trip 9. There's a trafficking specialist, a prosecutor that just got added onto the case. Mm-hmm. So you have forced labor, money laundering specialist, and a human trafficking prosecutor. And they're all women. I really think they had this planned out. They're like, fuck yeah, let's get all these women up on the stand. That way David can't do shit, because David was so used to abusing women. And what better way to fucking bury him than three young fucking smarter prosecutors up there just to fucking destroy him on the stand. Because that's where he wants to go. He's taking it to the case. Not guilty, Your Honor. Okay. You're going to plead not guilty in a case like this? Well, they'll classify him, yeah, especially if he's a federal prisoner. Like that, I don't know. This is going to get a complicated case. Like, there's kids involved now. And trafficking in children, it's not going to look good at all. And whatever. How to identify it? But there's three things. It's force, fraud, or coercion. Okay, right here. So those are the three things. Okay. To obtain some type of labor or commercial sex act. Okay. Labor commercial or labor sex act. It's my homie. Hey, Big Dog, what's up? I'm live.
Oh shit! Only sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
Bother you live, dog.
Hey.
How's everything? Yeah. What's the news, man?
There's a new prosecutor from DC that specializes in human trafficking was added to the case.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the picture I put with him in his jail stuff, dude? With his mouth open, all surprised.
Not yet.
Okay, look at your pictures, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on YouTube right now.
All right, like. Okay, cool. That's the homie right there. Shit's all loud. That's the homie, Bill Cosby SMR. So you sent me a picture. Okay. Yeah, the brown nose Joseph. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now here's the thing. This is okay. Remember how people say this is hey Bill Cosby, send me the picture again so I could bring it up on the channel. 1, 2, 3, send now. Okay. But now here's the thing. David was spiritually coercing people and love scams. There's different levels. Based off what we've seen with David, there's different levels to his operation and his scam. I've seen evidence of fucking like Nigerian love scams here, like the same kind of format. The spiritual coercion, like you don't get anything except here from God. Like you're only going to get God here. Okay, that could be a form of coercion to a Christian, right? You can only get this here. If you don't come here, you can't get this. Okay. Fraud. I mean, then and having people fucking commit fraud for him. I mean, it's fucking funny. All right, hang on. Let me get it up on the channel here. Hang on. Man, just think if we're all Neanderthals like Uncle Jake. That'd be crazy. Like, we wouldn't have internet. It's fucking funny. Oh, wait. Wrong one. He's like, let me forward it to Uncle Jake real quick. Here, let me forward it to you, Uncle Jake. Sent. All right, check your email, Uncle Jake. It's there. It should be there in a second. All right, yeah, there you go. Oh, man. When you get money in a legal way. No, it's not, Freeman. No, not at all. No, money laundering can be, the act of laundering money is illegal in itself. You can't do it. You're taking dirty money and trying to make it clean. Right now, I know for a fact that David was jumping money through tax exemptions, which is why he got him revoked. Right, Freeman? Now, when David got JMMI revoked, right, he opened up KOGGC in 2016, I believe, right after that deposition, okay? Now, by my math, at whatever he was supposed to be making, I take, only $30,000 a year. Now, by my math, 2016 to 2026 is about 300 grand. There's no way he could have bought all that property. Where the fuck did he get all the money from? Okay. Not only that, we haven't seen tax records. We saw him buy all these properties up when he was getting revoked. We saw huge, to do what he did in such a short amount of time screamed money laundering. He was overpaying for properties. Okay. That's another way to do it. Like that Nelly property, Freeman, he paid over asking price for that. That house wasn't worth $500,000, dude. He paid over $1 million for it. He paid almost double the asking price. He paid over $1 million for that fucking shithole, and nothing's going to be done to it. Eventually, it's just going to sit there and rot, basically. That's it. He wasn't filing taxes. He smuggled gold into the fucking country. Yeah, let's talk about that. You can't smuggle gold. You can't smuggle money into the country. You can't do that. It's illegal. It's illegal. You have to, David has to report all the money that he's bringing into the government by law. I don't give a fuck where the money comes from. He has to report it, and he wasn't doing that. Then he was dumping it into property, making it look legit without filing. And let's be clear, when David started buying up property like this and the Fed started finding out, they're like, okay, we need to find out what's going on, because we watched David buy all these properties in a short amount of time up in the Chesterfield area while he was fighting multiple court cases. Like, he was dumping a shit ton of fucking money into this place. Not only that, but lawyers, property. I mean, Freeman, he was fighting 3 cases at one time, basically. He was, yeah, he was fighting pretty much 3 cases at one time. He hadn't paid one. He was getting sued for one. He was getting sued for another case, and then he got wrapped up in a third pretty much right at the same time. Like, David hadn't even finished paying off his other cases, and he got arrested. There is a trail of clusterfuckery that David left with this place. That's why you have that Adriana Didels lady from the IRS to unfuck his shit, because it is such a mess. It is a financial fucking mess. Yeah, $350,000 in lawyer fees. He's all, hey, you know what? Fuck those guys. I'm not going to pay them. But then a collection agency that's a law firm that specializes in it went after. They're like, you better fucking pay us. They found out where David was. And they fucking served his ass. And he finally paid that bill. He paid that bill, and it was a big bill. Yep. He's like, I don't want to get caught with that bill. Rich Holmes knows about that bill, and I can't let him know that I have these bills. Because everything David was doing, he was getting caught up in court with, man. It was stupid. It's dumb as fuck. This is what brought us into human trafficking right here. Is this fucking place. Was this fucking place, man. Nope, never paid movie prop or the storage fees. That case still going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably would have been around 23 sometime, Soups. I mean, the one thing that brought on the human trafficking is how he was controlling your guys' movement for the benefit of his operation. Now, yeah, human trafficking and forced labor, like, judge ain't going to be too thrilled about this. This will be a landmark case, and it will set a precedence for whoever's next. Oh, yeah. Mahesh Express blew it wide open. He should have stayed the fuck out of it. Like, what are you doing here, dude? Like, why'd you show up? Why'd you show up quicker than the cops did, Maheshi Expressy? I hope we can, Soups. I hope we can. But this was what brought human trafficking to our attention ultimately, was the hotel. What up, homies? Among the Ashes podcast. What up, what up, what up? So yeah. And the way he was controlling y'all's movements inside, that's something we paid attention to. Oh, loan sharks. Oh yeah. David wasn't dealing with conventional banks on these guys. No. He wasn't going to say fucking Chase or fucking, fuck whatever bank to get a loan. No, David had to use non-conventional fucking means, which means typically loan sharks, guys who charge high interest rates, shit like that. Shady people, typically people involved in the underground. I can't. Oh man, if we start seeing addresses about Mahesh, oh yeah. Yeah, early tonight, because I'm going to wrap it up here probably in about 10 minutes and start getting my evening going. Yeah. No, family weekend, man. I'm checking out for the weekend. Oh, man. I'm fucking tired too, man. I'm kind of tired. Oh. But yeah, all the survivors out there, David, if you guys are watching, and you are part of this organization and you need help, and there is help out there for you, and I'll put you in touch with other people. Like, you don't have to deal with me. If you guys need help, let us know, okay? And there's men and women here that will help you. So if you feel more comfortable talking to one person or the other, let us know, okay? We'll make sure you have that help. Nah, I haven't been. I just been at work right now, Daniela. So Rim Allen, a new prosecutor has been added. Yeah, they'll probably wait till after the holidays to do updates on Michelle. That's what I'm guessing. They'll let her get through the holidays. Hey, Michelle, enjoy your last fucking holidays. We'll give her one more Christmas just for the shits of it. Yep, they sure are. They're still begging for money, Butterfly. Yes. Yep. So yeah, there's this lady named Lindsay Robertson has been added, and she is a human trafficking and human rights specialist and prosecutor. So this lady's like writing the laws for human trafficking, basically. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. It's not going to go well for David if he takes a stand with these lawyers. They will absolutely fucking eat him alive. He's now got an entire panel of women that he's got to answer to, and they're not going to put up with any of his shit. They won't. They're not going to put up with an ounce of his bullshit. They'll get him up on the stand and make him look like a complete fucking Nimrod. They will. And the jury will see right through him and be like, guilty on all charges, Your Honor. And the judge will be like, okay, consecutive, Mr. Taylor. You're going to spend the next 200 years in jail. It is. So this is kind of a pretty big break in it. Because, again, we always said all the elements were in play. And we looked at it. Romantic relationships, look. Big one right there. No, I don't think they do either. And she's getting applied to both cases, not just David. It said David and Michelle Brannon. It said David and Michelle Brannon. So she's getting applied to both cases, man. Which is exactly what it should be. Manipulation. That's how people get sucked into human trafficking. False promises of well-paying jobs. Maybe spirituality. They could add spirituality to this fucking list. Promises of fucking higher calling to God and shit like that. Absolutely. They could fucking, they can beef this list up right here. Yeah. Hey, y'all, and this is all over 10 fucking percent. It really is. Because David wouldn't give back 10%. That's what this is all over, Soups. You're exactly right, 10%. Because he couldn't give back 10%. So Rick deposed him. It's like, okay. He's like, all right, I'm going to fucking depose you. Oh, yeah, exactly. Economic hardship. Yeah, while David's living fat in all these mansions, he's dropping people off at fucking homeless shelters. Oh, the jury's just going to be floored. They'd be like, he had all these houses and he was fucking dropping people off because they wasn't making him enough fucking money. Yep. This is it for David. And hopefully Michelle too. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there, man. I'm going to get my weekend going, man. It's Thanksgiving. I got family time this weekend. But I felt this is a pretty big deal to go ahead and get out to the community before the weekend and just kind of sit on that, man. Exactly. Abuse of power. It's like a CEO blackmailing an employee like fucking Campbell's Soup. Did you all see that shit with Campbell's Soup? Where that dude got the CEO fucking talking about how shitty Campbell's Soup was and how he fucking, it was horrible. It's fucking horrible. The dude published it. They weren't even on the clock. Yeah, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Y'all have a good weekend. Tell your families you love them. David, I hope you just have fucking a horrible Thanksgiving and your food is cold and just hard. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on, man. United States District Court, Eastern Michigan. Appearance of counsel. That's basically saying this lawyer is coming on to the case. She is authorized to practice, and I appear in this case as for counsel for the United States of America. Yeah, the doc is on the portal. Yeah. Yeah, the doc's on the portal. Yep. Yep. And she comes from Washington, D.C. So this lady ain't no fucking slouch. And they don't bring these people on for no reason, man. They really don't. They don't bring these people on because like, hey, you know what? We're just going to waste some fucking government money here. Why don't you come over and help us for a bit? No, they have something. They have all the elements, I do firmly believe. So they're going to bring these heavy hitters down and they'll be like, nope, no deal. No deal. No deal at all. None. Like David wanted to play with the heavy hitters. Well, now he's playing with the heavy hitters. And he probably didn't think it would be like this. He probably thought it'd be something different, but no. This is indeed a human trafficking operation, and David used it for his benefit. People were abused, and people were manipulated, and people were coerced into working for him. They were physically abused, psychologically, emotionally, financially abused, all the above. It's game over for David, you guys. You can call this game over pretty much. David's not getting out. It would legitimately take an act of God pretty much for David to get out of this one. No, there's no deal. We haven't seen the prosecution offer any deal. No, there's nothing in the record that would say that they're offering a deal. I think the prosecution is going to take this all the way because David's pled not guilty and he believes that he has a defense to mount. Prosecution's like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. Start bringing in the heavy hitters. Yep. David's fucked, you guys. David's fucked. He's not getting out of this one. There's no way. This is too much. These are people with endless, like, pocketbooks and money and resources and people at their fingertips. Like, the government is its own little cult. Like, they have their own power and they have their own little people that can go do stuff for them, but, like, legal stuff. So, yep. David it's not going to skirt this one this time, I think. Again, when you see your name under United States and there's a verses, you're having a bad day. So yeah, stupid game, stupid prizes, man. Stupid game, stupid prizes, and they were playing a very dumb and dangerous game and they got caught. And what David thought is that he wouldn't get busted because he's a pastor. That's that. Have a good weekend, y'all, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Love your family. Love each other, man. And yeah, man, just keep each other close, man. You have a good weekend. Michelle, I hope you just have a horrible fucking week.